Boys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and I help young, successful entrepreneur men take their talents online and building a personal brand. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can apply to do so below. I also just launched my community with less than 10 people. It's the first link in the description. Okay, guys, so in this video, we're going to be talking about the 3-month strategy. Okay, I'm literally gonna spill the fucking beans here on if you just do this for the next 3 months, how you'll be able to build a crazy online business. Literally a really strong, engaging personal brand tailored exactly to your actual interests and topics and your life on things you actually like. Okay, and not on this other bullshit or trying to play an online character, literally tailored to you and your liking. Now, how do you do this? Okay. And why would you do this? Two main reasons: the money and the connections. Okay. Obviously, an online business is very profitable. But the second thing that's way more important than that is, guys, building a social presence literally connects you with the top dogs all over the world, the top entrepreneurs, the guys at the top level, because of the clout, because of the hype, because of the broader audience that you're able to reach, right? Like I hop on calls with guys that are in Dubai, that are in Canada, that are in Texas, all over the world. And these gentlemen that I'm hopping on calls with are making 18K, 25K, 30K a month. And the only reason I have come to know them and hop on calls with them is because of social media, because of the broader audience that you are able to reach. Okay. So now that we understand why, how do we do this? We do this by having a structured plan. Guys, I'm starting from zero. If you just saw my previous video that I uploaded yesterday, I restarted my Instagram. I created a brand new account. It's anonymous. Nobody really knows about it. And it's from zero. Like I said, I'm going to be documenting these next 3 months on there of everything that has to do with my interests, and literally going to show you proof as to why you have no excuses. And the only reason you're not posting is because you're either scared or whatever the fuck it is. And so, how should you go about this? The first thing you want to understand before going online is, what do you want to talk about? What do you like to talk about? Okay, so first thing is identifying the topic of interest, your niche, essentially. The better you can niche down, the better result you will have. Because the more specific you are in your advice, the more specific target audience you will be able to hit. Essentially, I want you to think about it as an avatar. In business, a lot of people talk about the avatar, and what this avatar is exactly who you are trying to sell, exactly who you are targeting. Because when you know who you are targeting and know who you are selling to, it becomes very easy to sell, and not the other way around where you're trying to sell something, but you don't really know who you're trying to sell to and you're trying to figure out who you're trying to sell to. So you want to switch the narrative there. Figure out exactly who you are selling to and then develop the product around them. So now that we have identified our niche and who we are selling to, what's the next thing? It's the marketing. Okay. Now that you know exactly what you're going to talk about and who you want to sell to, you need to know how to market. So you literally market around those two subjects. Okay. So every piece of content that you are going to produce is supposed to be around these two things: your avatar and your niche, okay? Because they directly correlate to each other. Now, your content, which is essentially your marketing, your free marketing, your organic marketing, has to be in line with those three things, or those two things. Because the best example I can give to you is, why the fuck would you be talking about couches if you're trying to sell chairs? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you're going to be selling chairs, talk about chairs, right? But with that being said, when building a personal brand, okay, yes, you have these certain niche topics you want to talk about, and obviously, right, your avatar and how you're going to help them and really provide value through your content. You want to make sure you still keep that authenticity to yourself, meaning you still want to be yourself. You still want to share personal things. Why? Because at least in my journey, what I've understood is, when people come to like you literally for being you, you can sell anything. Okay, so at the same time as being very specific and having your content revolve around a certain topic, you want to also have your content revolve around you to an extent and to your interest, to your liking, and be yourself. Because what this will do is allow for a deeper connection to your audience. And the deeper the connection, the easier it will be to sell and the more engagement and all these things that lead to a better personal brand, to a better online business. So now you understand why and what we're doing this, or how and why to do this. You understand exactly who you're selling to and figuring out who you're going to sell to. You understand the marketing. Now you need to understand the consistency. Okay. The consistency is by far the most important fucking part of this all. Guys, what I'm going to be doing is posting 4 to 5 times a day on my brand new account. And because I'm posting 4 to 5 times a day, you guys are going to see tremendous amounts of growth. I mean, tremendous. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we hit like 100,000 followers on there. Like, when you really come to understand what you're doing and know how the game is played, things become very easy. Now, obviously, I have, I would say, a little bit of an advantage compared to somebody else starting at zero, because I have the skills of being able to hop in front of a camera and talk without any hesitation or, feeling of, oh, what is this person going to think? Because I just don't give a fuck. And those are skills you develop over time. And now I can do it very efficiently, very consistently, because I've hopped in rhythms and I do this full time. But that's not a fucking excuse. We all started in the same place, right? I used to work. I used to do all these things. On top of that, do content. And that's how I was able to grow my following to around 500,000 followers on my regular accounts, right? And leveraging different kinds of content and all this stuff that entails when you work with me and join my community. But if you literally, okay, just follow that 3-step process, okay, post 4 to 5 times a day for the next 3 months. Understand exactly who you are trying to help and why you're making the content, and have identified now your niche. If you literally just do those 3 things for the next 3 months, you can change your life. You can essentially build a very strong and engaging personal brand. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that entails to it, but for the most part, that's literally it. There's obviously a bunch of systems and that come into play with funneling and understanding what you're going to sell, how to sell it, more so to your advantage and upping your conversion rate. But that's deeper topics that I really don't know if I should go into. But this video, I just wanted to keep it very simple because I'm starting from zero. And I want to be able to show you guys that if you start right now exactly at the same point where I am, okay, and literally mimic what I do for the next 3 months, T to T, you can, if not go further than me, but you should be able to go exactly where I am going. Okay, yes, like I mentioned, I have preferably, the skills that I've picked up on, but it's very hard to copy somebody, and it's very easy to do that, and you can do that. A lot of people on here on the internet said you can't, or at least we were taught in school, you can't copy somebody. Yes, you fucking can, bro. But this plagiarism bullshit doesn't really exist online. All you have to do is tailor it to you just a little bit. Obviously, you in itself saying something makes it authentic because you are saying it now. And like I said, like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, guys. Take something that's been invented and just make it better. Don't try to make something that's never been created before. It's very hard to do that. And I maximize for efficiency and money. Simple. Okay, so take that 3-step process and implement it for these next 3 months into content creation. And I promise you, you will build a very strong and engaging personal brand, no matter the follower count, whatever it is. The people that follow you will actually follow you because they like you, because now you're talking about shit that you're actually interested in, that you actually like, and you're being yourself. Okay, you're not trying to play some character or do some bullshit that you don't really like. Now, with that being said, guys, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned what I'm doing, right? And exactly who I help. All I'm going to say is this is going to essentially be a once in a lifetime opportunity to work with me and join my community while it's still early, because I am never going to randomly restart one of my fucking accounts again. Like, I'm literally just doing this to show you guys proof that it's possible for anybody to do. And that's why for the next 4 people, okay, I already had somebody sign up this morning. For the remaining 4 people, that join my mentorship, that work with me one-on-one, you are literally going to be able to copy me T for T within these next 3 months of what I do with this brand new account. Okay. We're all starting at the same starting point. We're in this race together from start to finish in the next 3 months. So if you want to work with me, guys, the next 4 people are literally going to start with me from the beginning and grow at the exact same pace for the next 3 months. Boys, that pretty much sums it up for this video. The only other thing I'll plug myself, of course, in my own video is if you want to join my community, I just launched it. It's very personal. There's like less than 10 people in there right now. I'm going to be hopping on lives there literally every single week, at least once, where we're going to be going over other people's accounts, reviewing them, and really just providing as much value as we can to help you grow your personal brand and your online business. And then on top of that, there's a bunch of course content on personal branding, on audience creation, the way you want to go about it, and all this other stuff. Like, it's just literally going to be continuous poured knowledge. And I always say your environment's huge, bro. Your environment is so big. And literally putting yourself in this environment around young, hungry dudes will not ever beat anything else. Okay. There's a reason you have loser friends, or you cut those loser friends off, right? To put yourself in a better environment. A paid community is what changed my life 4.5 years ago. If you want more information on the community, again, it's the first link in the description. You can go watch my 30-minute video where I go deep into depth about what it's about, what I want to build, and have like exclusive events for everybody in there around the world at some point, right? So with that being said, boys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really don't want you to miss out on this, okay? If you've been on the fence about building a personal brand, right? Or you like I said, you're a young, successful, hungry male entrepreneur, and you're kind of scared to go online. Like a lot of you talk about, I don't know if I want to put my face online. Dude, you don't, the reason you're saying that is because you're scared. Believe me, like going online gives you so much access to networks and just literally putting yourself in better positions because of the people you know. It's insane. The reason you don't want to show your face online is because you're scared. You're scared of being embarrassed. And bro, embarrassment leads to growth. I promise you that. The times I have been embarrassed the most in my journey is when I have grown the most. So time to start embarrassing yourself, bro. But like I said, the only reason I emphasize this is because I'm starting from zero. In 3 months' time, when I'm still posting these daily videos and you still haven't even started, I would hate for you to then realize how much more time you've wasted in procrastinating and not starting. So get on your shit, bro. You have no excuse. And in these next 3 months' time, is it really going to show? And essentially what I'm doing is basically going to slap you in the face digitally and be like, wake the fuck up, bro. So with that being said, boys, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning into the video today, and I will see you guys in the next video.